Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be my makeup low buy 4-month update. I am so excited that I've made it this far and it's going so well. So I thought I would do this get ready with me style. I did that last month as well. And yeah, I just thought I'd tell you how it's going, mention a couple products that I bought. Although I already did a haul, I think last week or the week before, showing the items. So I thought I would demonstrate some of those items in this video. I am changing a couple of rules, so I'll be mentioning that as well. And if you do want to see my low buy intro, I will link that in the description box because I do have some pretty specific rules for that. I started this around December 19th, so it's been over 4 months, and let's get into it. I usually stick to using items in my makeup capsule, but I really have been missing this palette and I want to use it. It's the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. It's not in my makeup capsule, but I just have really wanted to use it. So I'm going to start with this shade here, Sundown. It's just a warm brown. Well, so the low buy, it's going really well, honestly. I mean, the thing is I could have bought so much more at this point than what I have purchased. I did buy 2 cream blushes this month. I'm going to be using one in this video, and I am really into cream blush. And I'll go ahead and tell you that one of the rule changes that I'm going to make, I mentioned it in my haul video actually. So for my rules, I said I could buy 3 blushes, 3 highlighters, and 3 bronzers, cream or powder, for the entire year. But at this point, I've had 0 interest in bronzers. I don't wear bronzer that much, so I don't want to feel like I have to buy bronzer. And so I'm going to just change that to 9 Chic products. So whether it's highlighter, bronzer, or blush, cream or powder, doesn't matter. So it's the same amount of items. So I don't think it's really that big of a deal because my goal for this low buy is to buy less items. It's not really about the financial part or anything like that. It's really about the number of items I have coming in. And if you saw my makeup inventory that went up recently, I am so happy with my progress. I mean, I am just absolutely thrilled. I'm gonna go with suntan here. I am so happy my numbers have gone down on my inventory. Now, I'm not trying to get to like a minimal makeup collection or anything, but I'd like to get some of these numbers down a little bit more throughout the year. And I also did declutter some this year, which I hadn't really done much in the past. I've talked about this just because in the past I did overly declutter and it led me to shopping more, which is what I'm trying not to do now. So I just don't want to get rid of anything and then replace it with more things I don't need, basically. I'm just gonna blend this a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's going really well. The other thing that I'm thinking of changing is, so for base products, like complexion products, I said that I can own up to a certain amount at a time. So for foundations and primers, I said that I could have up to 8 at a time. And I'm going to decrease those maxes. Just again, I haven't really been tempted to buy anything, so it's like, well, why not decrease the number? So for foundation, the max is going to change to 6. I currently have 5, so I could technically buy 1. And then for primer, I'm going to change that to a max of 5, and I currently have 3. I've just had a total change in mindset this year that really I just have hardly been interested in buying much makeup at all. I still have only purchased 1 palette this whole year, the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes, and I did post a palette wish list video, and I got some great advice from you guys on some of those palettes. I've pretty much already talked myself out of a couple of those. There was a palette I forgot to mention in that video though. Oh, I just went with the darker brown Magma here. I'm gonna go with this shimmer here. It's called Gleaming, and I am gonna use a wet brush. I do find that the shimmers in this palette, like most Natasha Denona palettes I have, definitely work better with a wet brush. I think that's gonna be it as far as the rule changes. So just gonna change to a total of 9 Chic products for the whole year. And so I've purchased 2 so far, so I could get 7 more palettes. I'm gonna leave that the same. That's a max of 8 for the year. And then I'm gonna change the max of 6 foundations at a time and 5 primers, but I'm gonna leave everything else the same. And yeah, I mean, really just not much temptation. I mean, the eyeshadow palettes, I mean, I still think about those, I do, because that's my favorite makeup item. That's what I love buying and trying different formulas and brands. And then also when I like a brand, I tend to want to like get more of their palettes, kind of like I have with Natasha Denona. But I'm just resisting that urge because I just realized even on my low buy this year, where I've only bought one palette, I own so many palettes, which I have 90. I just barely even have enough time to use the ones that I have, honestly. And even, sad to say, so I bought the Stoned Vibes palette. I think I got that one sometime in March. And I mean, I think I've only used it 5 or 6 times since I bought it, just because, yeah, I have other palettes and I'm not even panning eyeshadow anymore. But I am doing usage projects with my eyeshadow palettes, so yeah, even doing that, I feel like I don't really have that much time to use all my palettes. So that's probably like the number one thing that's keeping me from buying palettes, is that I just know that I have so many, I don't really have, you know, time to use them, sadly. I'm going back in with the dark brown again. Okay, this palette is so beautiful. I have to say that this is one of the last palettes that I did buy before my low buy started. I got it, I think I got it for Cyber Monday last year. So it's seriously becoming one of my favorite palettes. Even though it's just a lot of warm neutrals, it's not really anything that unique, but the colors, they really are beautiful. There is just something about these metallic shades too. They all have a beautiful shift. It's a gorgeous palette. This is one that I'm very happy that I purchased. Alrighty, I tightlined and did some winged liner, and I wore pretty minimal makeup for most of March and April, but the last couple weeks I'm kind of getting into wearing winged eyeliner, a bit brighter eye looks. But I have enjoyed a more minimal face makeup look, if you will, and so I am going to recreate the face makeup that I was wearing in a couple videos that people commented on a lot. So thank you for all your kind compliments. That was in my makeup inventory video, haul video. I filmed 4 videos that day. It was a busy day. So I am using the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I absolutely love this. I did get this in PR last year, but I have purchased it myself in the past. I mentioned it in my Holy Grail makeup video. This is fantastic. Amazing primer, really, really enjoy that. I am going to use this NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. This is one of the things that I did buy this month, and I'm really, really enjoying this product. I have the color Vanilla Nude. I think it may be a little light for me, but that's okay. I would rather have my foundation be a little too light than a little too dark. And yeah, I just kind of draw this on. I think this is great, and you can actually get this to medium coverage. It's a really nice product. And yeah, I gotta say, I mean, NYX is a brand, some of the things over the years haven't impressed me as much, but this primer and this tinted moisturizer are really, really fantastic. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm just gonna blend this in. Something that I mentioned in my low buy intro video was for certain categories, PR would not count. And I actually have not gotten any makeup in PR this year. I am supposed to be getting a cream blush though, FYI. Probably gonna be getting that in the next week. That's gonna be the first makeup item of PR that I've accepted this year. And yeah, I'm excited. It's supposed to be a blush. So as I mentioned in the intro, for color cosmetics, PR would not count. So that one blush would not count, FYI. But it will be the only makeup item I've gotten in PR. I haven't gotten any this year. I just have not really been, honestly, very interested because I have enough makeup. I don't know. I'm just not really as interested in that as I was in the past. Yeah, and I put a decent amount of this tinted moisturizer on because I did want to get to medium coverage with it today, but obviously you could put on less, but I feel like it doesn't get cakey or anything. I like this. I think it's a really nice product. I was tempted to get the Fenty Skin Veil, but then I had just purchased this, so I don't need it at this point, but I've heard really good things about that, and that may be something that I would want to get at some point. Like I said, I could have up to 6 foundations at a time, so I could technically buy one, but I just think right now I'd rather work on panning stuff. I've been really excited with my Project Pan progress that I've made. For concealer, I'm gonna go with the Berry M Full Coverage Concealer. It's not full coverage, FYI, but I really like this. This is in a Project Pan. And I'm trying to get my concealer numbers down. But if you saw my inventory, I've used up 3 concealers this year, which is really, really exciting. I'm very, very happy about that. And I'm just happy that I'm getting some of my numbers down. I'm not trying to get to a minimal makeup collection, but I would like to decrease things a little bit more. And yeah, the low buy has been great for that. I mean, because the thing is I've been project panning for so long, over 5 years, but because I never really did a more strict kind of low buy like this, I mean, honestly, it's not even that strict. I'm just making it more strict because I'm not as interested in buying things, but basically I would project pan, use stuff up, but my numbers weren't really going down because I was still buying new products. So, but now that I'm seeing the numbers go down, which is also very, very motivating. And I really want to get my lip products down even more. I still have not bought any lip products of any kind in over 6 months. I'm so happy about that. I mean, that's one of the best things about this low buy. I actually started that last year, so haven't bought any lip products in a long time. There's a few I'm interested in, but I want to get my numbers down first. My goal is to have a max of 20 lip glosses and 20 lipsticks, I've decided, and I'm definitely getting there, but not quite. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand highlighter in Spotlight. It's just a liquid highlighter. This is the one that I was wearing in that video, or those videos where people were saying that my makeup looks really glowy. So I think it was, yeah, a combination of the Skin Veil and this. I mean, it's a gorgeous highlighter. I really do like this. I also have the Flawless Filter, which I use as a liquid highlighter. That one I feel like is more subtle. I mean, wow, that's a glow right there. And one of the 2 blushes that I purchased this month is this one by NYX. Wow, I'm using a lot of NYX products in this video. This is their Sweet Chic Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse in the color Nude Tude. Beautiful. I really love this one. The other one that I got is this one by Maybelline. It's the Cheek Heat. I've already used half of this. So FYI, this is 0.27 fluid ounces. This is 0.4 fluid ounces. Also, this one is more pigmented than the Maybelline, so I have to put more on of this. I don't know if you can tell, I've used more than half of that up in 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that financially that was not quite worth it, but you know, I mean, I like using makeup up, so I don't really mind all that much. But FYI, if you don't want to buy a cream blush and actually run out of it really fast, yeah, I actually think I'm gonna be able to finish that, which is crazy because I've never ever finished a cream blush ever. So yeah, a little disappointing actually. I mean, I think that cost $7 or $8, and yeah, I've used over half of it in 3 weeks. Pretty insane. Wow, this one is so beautiful. I'm just so obsessed with cream blush. I have worn one of my cream blushes almost every single day, and I do put a powder on top because, as I've mentioned, I have combination skin. I have to set things down. So I'm gonna kind of just reblend, make sure that my foundation is settled down into the lines. This is what happens. It will crease, and then I like to set it down. So I'm gonna go with the pure powder. I hit pan on this. If you saw my Deck of Panning Project Pan update, I'm so excited that I hit pan on that. Yeah, I mean, if I had drier skin, it would be nice to be able to just like kind of leave these cream products as they are, but I don't. It would melt off my face, so I have to set my cream products down. Absolutely, it's a must. I went ahead and set my under eyes with the usual Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and that was the other thing that I bought. It was technically March 30th. I'm using the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I did buy that at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, even though I'm not done with it. It's a replacement only product because it's my only under eye powder that I use. So I figure I might as well get a backup when it's on sale. So that was the other thing that I bought in the last month, but I'm perfectly okay with that because like I said, it's the only powder that I use for my under eyes. And you know, I definitely will be getting to it. I'm getting low on this one, but it's definitely not done yet. But that's perfectly fine. I pretty much use this every single day. And then for a little bit of bronzer, what do I want to do for that? I'm gonna go with my Project Pan bronzer here. This is from Colourpop. I've been doing light bronzing lately. I don't do very much, but I do like to get a little bit up here. And for that same look, the powder blush that I used to set down was this one here. That is Ofra, that's Bellini. I love this color. It's so beautiful. And the Ofra blushes are some of my favorites. They're really, really beautiful. So I'm not putting very much on, just something to kind of set that down with. As far as the powder highlighter that I used in that video, I'm pretty sure I used a tiny bit of this palette. I hardly used any. This is the Colourpop, this is the Gimme More highlighter palette. This is so old. This is probably one of the oldest products in my collection. I do still like it though. So I'm gonna combine these two. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Again, I did not put very much on because I do want the liquid highlighter to kind of speak for itself, but I love this. It looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of this look. Finishing powder, I'm gonna use the Hourglass. I am going to combine these two, dim light and diffused light. That's usually my go-to for finishing powder lately. I've made such good progress on the Catrice one that's in my Project Pan that I've been kind of trying to use this more. Blend everything together, I'm a big fan. Alrighty, I skipped a couple steps. I did the lower lash line with a combination of suntan and sun down. I did my brows, the same mascara, same as my last video. So, and all the products will be in the description box. I think for a lip product, I feel like I have to go with a warm nude with this look, but I just have to talk about how much I love this palette. This is seriously becoming one of my favorite palettes in my collection. It was not in my makeup capsule for the month, but I just missed it and I wanted to use it. The quality on this, it's amazing. I really think it's one of the best that I have. I'm gonna go with the Colourpop Bff Lip Liner. Haven't been wearing lip liner as much, but I'm kind of trying to get back into it because I have a decent amount of lip liners. Alrighty, I added the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Bear With Me, which is just a peachy type color. This is in a Project Pan. And then the Pure Gloss in Dreams. I really like this, really nice formula. Alrighty, that is the final look. I really do like it. I mean, it's a pretty basic, you know, warm eye, but probably my favorite kind of look. And yeah, I think my low buy is going so well. I'm so excited about it. I'm hardly tempted to buy any products. Still only bought one palette this whole year. And yeah, I really like the products that I got this month. And I feel like they added something to my collection. This tinted moisturizer is fantastic. And I did finish the one that I had from Colourpop. I do have another one. This is the BB Cream by Catrice. This is not my favorite. This is something I got in PR last year. I kind of want to pan this at some point. I love this cream blush. Fantastic. Really happy that I got that. And I like the Maybelline one too. It's running out so quickly. It's pretty shocking. But yeah, I'm really happy about my low buy progress. If you want to see more low buy videos, check out my makeup and consumerism playlist because I have a lot of videos there with low buy tips, and that's where all my low buy updates are and all of that. So let us know if you're on a low buy or no buy, how that is going for you. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.